Ever avoided walking under a ladder or felt a shiver when a black cat crossed your path? Superstitions, whether we believe in them or not, tend to shape our behavior in subtle ways. From the heart-thumping thrill of knocking on wood to the unease of breaking a mirror, these seemingly irrational beliefs are, in fact, a common thread that weaves through the fabric of societies worldwide. Surprisingly, superstitions have a knack for sneaking into the lives of even the most rational minds. Skeptics among us might scoff at the notion of a jinx, yet find themselves tossing salt over their shoulder after spilling it. It's a fascinating phenomenon, isn't it? Despite our logical brains telling us there's no cause and effect relationship, these superstitions continue to hold sway over our actions. Superstitions, despite being irrational, have a curious hold over us. But why is that so? Let's delve into the science behind it. The human mind, a wonder of nature, also plays host to our superstitions. These beliefs, often irrational, stem from our psychological instincts and biases. We can't discuss superstitions without talking about pattern recognition. It's a fundamental part of how we interact with the world around us. We are wired to find patterns in everything, from the stars in the sky to the coffee grounds in our cups. This is a survival instinct honed over millions of years of evolution. It helped our ancestors avoid danger, find food, and understand their environment. But this instinct isn't perfect. Sometimes it sees patterns where none exist, leading us to form irrational beliefs or superstitions. Another psychological aspect of superstitions is the illusion of control. This is our tendency to believe we can influence events, even when they are clearly out of our hands. For instance, think about a sports fan who wears their lucky jersey every game day, believing it somehow influences the outcome of the match. It's a comforting thought, isn't it? The idea that we have some control over the chaotic and unpredictable world around us. Superstitions provide that comfort, that illusion of control. Finally, let's touch upon confirmation bias. This is our tendency to only notice and remember events that confirm our beliefs, while ignoring or forgetting those that don't. Let's say you believe that finding a penny is good luck. You find a penny one day and later you get a promotion. Your mind links these two events, reinforcing your superstition. But what about all the times you found a penny and nothing particularly good happened? Those instances are conveniently forgotten. So our superstitions are deeply linked to our psychological instincts, but is there more to the story? Indeed, there is. Superstitions aren't just personal quirks. They are a part of our societal fabric, influencing our traditions, customs, and even laws. Immerse yourself in any culture around the globe and you'll find a rich tapestry of superstitions woven into its history. From the avoidance of walking under ladders in the West to the reverence of the number 8 in China, superstitions shape societal norms and behaviors in surprising ways. Across cultures, we see superstitions embodied in traditions both grand and mundane. Consider the grandeur of New Year's Eve celebrations, where a myriad of superstitions dictate the first actions of the year. Or the simple act of tossing spilled salt over your left shoulder, a quiet nod to an ancient belief. These practices, steeped in superstition, reflect our shared human desire for control, certainty, and a buffer against the unknown. Superstitions, then, aren't just individual beliefs, but a collective phenomenon, a societal mirror reflecting our collective fears and hopes. Now, let's peek into the world of science. What does it say about superstitions and why we believe in them? Superstitions, at first glance, might seem like an unscientific concept, something that belongs to the realm of folklore rather than laboratories. But the power of belief, the engine driving these superstitions, has been a subject of intense scientific study. In the past few decades, numerous studies have explored the placebo effect, a phenomenon where believing in the effectiveness of a treatment can actually lead to real, measurable improvements. It's not simply all in your head, it's a tangible illustration of how our beliefs can shape our physical reality. Consider a study where patients received sugar pills instead of actual medication. Many of these patients reported improvements in their conditions, not because the sugar pills had any medicinal properties, but because they believed they were receiving effective treatment. This is the power of belief in action, a power that can be harnessed in various ways, including through superstitions. But how does this connect to superstitions, you might ask? Well, superstitions often serve as a form of placebo. They give us a sense of control in unpredictable situations, and this belief in control can help reduce anxiety and improve performance. A baseball player who wears the same socks during a winning streak, for example, may genuinely play better, not because the socks have any magical properties, but because the superstition provides a psychological boost. In fact, research has shown that superstitions can have real-world effects. A study found that people who carried good luck charms performed better at tasks, suggesting that the belief in the charm's power boosted their confidence and ability. This is not to say that superstitions are scientifically valid or should replace rational thought, but it does highlight the complex and fascinating ways in which our minds work. So whether you're a skeptic or a believer, superstitions are a fascinating look into the human mind and society. They remind us that sometimes what we believe can shape our reality in unexpected ways.